Hey guys, it's Diecast Collector 54 here at Walmart for another hunt. Look at these pegs, they're terrible, bunch of fantasy castings nobody wants, no super treasure hunts. But let's do the rhyme and one will appear. Hippity hoppity under this light, super treasure hunt come into sight. Oh, whoa, look at that! Oh my gosh, a 67 Camaro Super Treasure Hunt, woo!
As long as YouTube has been around, Hot Wheels has been on it. And you know what? I think that Hot Wheels YouTube isn't so great. So in this video, I'm gonna go through the different types of videos that you find here on this platform, which videos I like and which ones I don't like, some creators that you should check out, and then also some suggestions that I have to make Hot Wheels YouTube really, really good. Stay tuned, let's get into this. Let me start by saying this. I am not coming to you as Skizzy Benz the YouTuber today. I'm coming to you as Benny the viewer of YouTube and someone who likes to watch YouTube videos and would like to see better videos from Hot Wheels YouTubers. And also, I understand that my channel as well always needs to get better, right? And I need to also improve a lot on my videos. So certainly I am not immune to this criticism either. So this is coming from me, the Hot Wheels YouTube viewer, not me, the video maker. I don't think that diecast on YouTube has always had this like amazing group of content creators, to be honest with you. I think that other hobbies, also just other topics in general, I think the videos are a lot better than this hobby right here. I think this hobby's always struggled a little bit to find really, really great creators. I don't think that we're the type of community that's able to really capture the imagination of people who are outside the hobby and bring them in personally. For myself, I actually started making Hot Wheels YouTube videos because I wasn't finding the YouTube videos on this platform, at least not often enough, that I would want to watch myself. So because I wasn't being satisfied as a viewer, that's kind of why I became someone who opened his own channel and started making videos myself. And maybe some of you guys feel this way too. I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like there is somewhat of a void of great Hot Wheels YouTube content. Now, to walk through my Hot Wheels YouTube journey, I used to actually post like really crappy track videos as a kid when I was about 10 or 11 years old. You know, you can go check those out, I guess. At that time, the Hot Wheels YouTube community was really focused on tracks, and most of the videos were Hot Wheels track videos. They were pretty cool for their time. I mean, obviously, if you go back and watch a lot of those older videos from the mid to late 2000s, certainly they show their age, right? Like, they're not quite as high quality as YouTube videos are today. Then I started watching Race Grooves, and Race Grooves to me was like the best Hot Wheels YouTuber of all time. And I still think he probably is. I mean, he had everything. Like, he had the peg videos, he had the track times, he had the unboxings, he had opinionated videos, walkthroughs. Everything under the sun, Race Grooves was really doing, and he kind of became like the Hot Wheels YouTuber during like the late 2000s and like the early to mid 2010s. Like, it was really him. And then over time, it kind of discovered some more channels like Ghost Jerker, for example, for like the racing. Then when I kind of transitioned to be, you know, definitely more collector focused, then I started watching like Lamley Group in like the mid 2010s or so. And now it's kind of where I went back to my roots and I started watching more World Race and Acceleracers content and these sort of things, right? But from what I've seen the last few years of some of the different content that comes out on YouTube, I don't really take much interest into it, and I don't think it's all very good. To start with, I think that Hot Wheels themselves, the guys that are actually supposed to be like setting the tone, right, and like producing like really good content, I think their content stinks, personally. I think it's terrible. In the early 2010s or so, when they were doing like that Hot Wheels Greatest Challenge, they were producing some pretty cool stuff at that time. But since then, it's just silly kind of stop motion videos, or it's silly cartoons and like things from Let's Race that they put up on there. And it's just not stuff that really appeals to me, right? I think it's meant for kids, which is totally fine. If that's what they want to go to and the kids like to watch it, then that's totally okay. And if that's the way they want to stick to it, that's the way they want to stick to it. But I don't think once you get past like the kid stage of Hot Wheels YouTube, like that's really it. Like that's really all they're they're doing and contributing to the platform. I want to say like any sort of like animation videos or collection videos, I think those are pretty good. I like those videos for the most part. Like collection videos, I just did one, of course, on my channel. Like I think those are pretty cool, especially if you're one who has like a specific kind of vision for your collection. Like I do like walking through that and seeing somebody's collection. So I think those are good. And then the animators, there's not many on this platform. I'll get to a couple a little bit later on, but who do animation for like Hot Wheels and cars, I think those channels are great. I think the downhill racing is like fine. I think definitely the quality of content that you're seeing, it's pretty high quality in terms of like the production of it. It looks clean, right? Everything is nice in HD, and the way that some of these YouTubers do it, like it's okay, right? Some of it can be a bit boring, I would say, and can be a bit repetitive over time, but overall, again, it's fine. I think that reviews are okay for the most part, like especially if you have somebody on this platform that you really like their opinions and they give good insight and good reviews. I think, you know, those are pretty good. And then the restorers and the people who customize cars, that community is like probably the one that's on fire the most, I would say. And they have a lot of really good channels that you can go and watch. So I would, you know, highly recommend if that sort of content interests you. I think that those creators are some of the best that we have on this platform. Now there's 3 types of videos here on YouTube, and they might be the most common types of Hot Wheels content, and I think that they absolutely stink. The first one is the peg hunting, and the abundance of people that have gotten into peg hunting YouTube. And essentially all it is they just go to a bunch of stores, Targets, Walmarts, Dollar Trees, whatever else is in their area or in their country, right? And they just show the pegs and they say, oh, well, this set of pegs is completely bare. This one, my gosh, I found the cases. Let me just open up the cases. It's like, why would you watch a video of somebody doing something that you could be doing in real life yourself? 2, I think that the content, to be honest with you, is very, very repetitive. Okay, we go to the pegs, and then at the end, we show what we bought. Ta-da, video done. That is not good content, right? I just can't. And unfortunately, I think this type of content has promoted a lot of scalping. I think it has promoted a lot of hoarding, a lot of jealousy in the community as well. And I think it kind of takes away from like the whole purpose of the hobby. Like they kind of boil the hobby down to go to the stores, buy the peg, put it in your collection, hoard it, sell it, repeat. That's what those videos are. It doesn't really allow you to kind of like take a step back and like enjoy other parts of the hobby other than the going to the stores and peg hunting, but also like just enjoying the collection that you have, or like looking into other parts of the hobby that doesn't have to always deal with the diecast part of it. Like I know also in my local area, a lot of scalpers have watched certain channels and they've gone out there and opened up stores or try to sell me stuff. You'll see their crap in Facebook groups, or you'll see them open up a store at the flea market that will go out of business in a couple of months or something like this. This is what is promoted, right? And who suffers? It's the person in the middle. So like that type of video, like I am just not a fan of at all. And I think it's become definitely the most abundant content that's been put on the platform. It makes sense. It doesn't really take that much effort to produce. The second thing is unboxings, especially case openings. To me, once you watch a case opening one time, what is the point of watching it again? Why would you want to watch it again by another creator? Okay, maybe there's a YouTuber out there who gives like their opinions, but a lot of the time, all they're doing is just showing the car and moving on. I'll watch like one of those people in Malaysia that first get the case. I'll just like use the fast forward feature in the YouTube video, just scan the video, see what is in the case. But why would I watch another creator do the same thing? All they're gonna do is go through the case, show the cars, provide, oh, it's cool, oh, maybe it's not so good, and then just move on to the next one. Or maybe they'll open it and they'll put it on their turntable. Everyone loves a good, turntable. That's like one of the things that makes people in this hobby. How many times are you gonna watch M case be opened? Like, until it gets to a point where it's just all the same crap. And then you're doing this every single case. 15 mainline Hot Wheels cases, 6 to 8 to 10 or whatever Matchbox mainline cases. You got Matchbox moving parts. You got all the Hot Wheels premium lines. Not an interesting YouTube concept. I don't mind if you're unboxing something that's like unique, different, that you don't see on the platform very much. If your whole YouTube channel is just opening Hot Wheels cases, again, I could just go to Lamley, watch it there. Why would I watch your video? What do you do that a channel like that doesn't do? And then the third thing, and this is hypocritical because I'm kind of making this type of video somewhat today, is rants, right? And specifically rants that have like no solutions to them, right? Like people just coming on here moaning about the scalpers for 15, 20 minutes straight, right? Moaning at Mattel for 10 minutes straight, and then they'll just end the video. All you're doing is yelling at a camera for a significant amount of time. Why would anybody want to watch that? Why would anybody want to watch that? Especially when you're not bringing any sort of solution to the problem that you're ranting about. You're just essentially putting bad thoughts out there, and you're just gonna keep that cycle going. Speaking of solutions to bring to the table, here are some type of videos that I think would be really good for other content creators to come on here and make. If we had more diversity of types of videos that are done in this community would be a lot more interesting to watch. Here's what I would want more of. Number one, topical videos. Like I make mostly topical videos, for example. I would love to hear more about topical stuff, either, deep dives on a history on something, some sort of opinion on a certain segment of Hot Wheels fandom. I would like to see more of that on the channel, especially because you have a lot of people in this hobby that actually have a lot of knowledge and lived through a lot of periods of time in Hot Wheels history. So I would love for that to be a bit more of a focus. The second thing, to go back to the racing part of it, more non-downhill racing videos. More kind of circuit stuff, more type of booster stuff that's a little bit different. The downhill racing is cool, but I think it's overdone. I think it's time for something different to come in and complement it a little bit more. Because when we were growing up playing with Hot Wheels, we did not just use downhill racing sets. No, we would do those awesome circuits, and nobody really makes videos about those. Nobody makes also custom track videos anymore. And another thing with the track videos, the only ones that have the circuits, it's all the GoPro like type of video where you have the camera that's, like a first person type of view. Something different that has more of a third person view on it would be a little bit better to watch. Like I would love to see that. I loved Race Troops, like old track time videos. I think it was great. I think those had a much better concept to them. If we're gonna do a hunting video or a peg hunting video, have a bit more substance to it than just go to the pegs and then review what you got when you got back home. I think one really good video, I think the best peg hunting video that I've personally ever seen is Big Man's chase to find his first super treasure hunt. And like actually going out in the wild every single day and hunting and his journey through that. I think that is a great video. I think that's a really, really great video. Those are the type of videos, if you are a peg hunter, that I would want to see a bit more, right? Or maybe like a $50 challenge, $100 challenge. Like those challenge videos are pretty cool. Maybe I'll do one of those a little bit into the future. I would like to have more kind of walkthroughs of just different things. WTF4, that like, O-Dog, like I think he does a good job with that. He does a good job at kind of doing his like year by year Hot Wheels that he did, and then the year by year Matchbox releases. Like I think those were really good. His kind of in-depth collection video where he would kind of take out maybe like his yacht mings or different brands from, the past and bring them out so that you can see them. Like I think those are really interesting, and they add something to the platform. They add a video to the platform that there wasn't really a video already on there about. Like that's the thing. I think that there's too many people who make videos that there's already 10 other videos on the platform about the same thing, rather than there's no videos on the platform about a certain topic, or maybe there's 1 or 2 videos and then you're making a video about that. I think you're making like a completely different contribution to the platform. And then also, I think collabs. I think that our fandom doesn't really have the same amount of collaborations that other fandoms do. I think they do a better job at like working together. Like especially like, for example, I think like the video game community was like really, really good at this, where you would have other creators come on someone's platform, right? And they would make a totally unique video. You would get 2 or 3 or 4 different perspectives. Again, you would have like a whole nother person in there. I think having another person in video makes a big difference, right? So I'm not saying that people should be collabing, like they have to collab all the time, but that would be pretty cool to see, you know, a bit more collaboration between Hot Wheels YouTubers on this platform. Good channels to watch. Like, these are the ones that I watch. Like I watch Lamley because he has like the best walkthroughs of the licensed stuff, and he gets a lot of the cases first and he does the unboxing, and then I don't really need to watch another unboxing, right? And I don't even watch unboxings of every single assortment that comes out, but the ones of interest, yeah, I'll just watch Lamley. O-Dog, like I said, I think O-Dog makes cool stuff, really good deep dives of stuff in like Hot Wheels and just diecast history. I think Ghost Jerker is like one of the OGs of the downhill racing, right? And I love how those guys are always shaking it up. They're always changing it up. They're always putting out a new concept. And then they also have like kind of recurring ones that like I always love to watch the Christmas like bowling for gifts. I think that is such a good concept. The Halloween like hole-in-one sort of videos that they make. I think those are so great. Now, one not necessarily racing channel that I think is really good, but it is kind of in the Hot Wheels, you call it racing games sort of thing. Junkyard Joust. You guys should check that channel out. Junkyard Joust is fantastic. What a cool concept. Like that game that he plays where you have cars like kind of crashing each other out, and you have to like stay on the track and you can't, you know, let the car behind you knock you off sort of thing. Well, that was a game I used to play as a kid. And to see it on YouTube is really, really cool. So I think you should definitely check out Junkyard Joss's channel. I think he makes fantastic videos. Obviously you have like all the Accelerator YouTube guys. Like I think JC Squared is great because he does a really good job with those podcasts and getting like that background from like Hot Wheels designers and opinions of like other creators and kind of getting to know what other projects are going through the fandom. I think his podcast is really good. And then his Legend Tour videos are pretty strong. Big Man, when he made Hot Wheels YouTube videos, was making some amazing stuff. Like I think his topical content was probably the best Hot Wheels topical content that I've ever watched. I think it was great. I think his Legends Tour video was amazing, where he went to every single stop of Legends Tour. Like that is such an inspirational video. Like I think that one's so good. And then like his challenges and all this other stuff. I think Big Man makes fantastic videos when he puts them out. I have to give a shout out to the animation guys, Vulcan Vugan and Tino. I don't know your channel name. I don't know how to pronounce your channel name. Obviously Vulcan Vugan with like that, just the big Fog Realm film that was like amazing. That's obviously the best fan-made animated film I've ever watched. But also like Tino, he makes these videos pretty often. He makes these really, really cool animation videos and I really like them. I would definitely highly suggest you guys check them out because what he's doing, there's not someone on the platform doing what he's doing. He's bringing something very, very cool. Like he's got his own characters. He's got different cars racing in different type of environments. Like it's so cool to watch that. And I can't believe he doesn't have more views on his videos. So guys, check out Tino's videos. All right, if you can take anything out of this, check out his videos. I think Contour Cars is great because Contour Cars, he's really good with words. I think he has a very like poetic way that he puts his shorts, but also his like longer YouTube content together. So I think his stuff is really good. I hear he's working on a book. I can't wait to read that. Like I'm definitely gonna read that. And then finally, I think Tesla's Cube. Like Tesla's Cube to me right now is like probably the ones like Jomo and Accelerator are probably making like the best content on the platform at the moment. Like I think not only their reviews are great for like the Hot Wheels Accelerators and World Race stuff that they've done, but now they've pivoted over. They've done like just general like fantasy Hot Wheels content where it's like reviewing fantasy castings or different sets that kind of came out. I think that stuff is so good. So definitely like check out Tesla's Cube. I think in terms of if I see Tesla's Cube video in my feed, like that's like an automatic, like I'm gonna be watching it sort of thing. And I don't really feel that with like a lot of the Hot Wheels YouTube. And that's a rare kind of feeling to get from somebody, right? Finally, I want to talk to all of you guys who either maybe you have started a YouTube channel and you don't maybe post on it that often, or you haven't started a YouTube channel, but you kind of are thinking about it or you want to. Like, definitely make a channel. Just like make a channel and start making videos, because good ideas will just kind of come from it. You'll get more confident as you go. Like, that's what I'm learning right now. Is like, for me, having my channel, I'm still pretty young into like its channel life. Like, I'm still like learning about how even just to make videos or good videos in general. You know, you get better at it over time and you actually look forward to making these videos. Like, I really look forward to making these videos. So certainly, if you're someone who's thinking about making a YouTube channel and you've got great ideas, like, please come on here and make those videos, because I would love to watch your content if it's cool and unique. So thank you guys all for watching. Again, I don't want to go here and just like bury the whole Hot Wheels community. Like, take this video as more of like a challenge to all the current Hot Wheels YouTubers out there, to anyone who's thinking about making a Hot Wheels YouTube channel, to like make more different, unique things. I think that would bring so much more to our hobby, so many better ideas to the forefront, so much cooler content that could bring new collectors in and keep them in the hobby too, right? I think that is the main point of this video. You know, I'm not trying to bury people here. If someone's upset at this video that I'm making, look, I totally understand. You know, I'm not gonna respond to any videos that come out or any comments that go into response to this. But, you know, certainly I'd love to see Hot Wheels YouTube become great. I have videos on my YouTube channel about making certain aspects of the hobby great again. But to be honest with you, I think as a whole, our community hasn't ever really been that great. So like, I would love to see our community become great, and then what that would do for our hobby. So thanks all for watching. I'd love to know, like, comment down below, what are your thoughts about Hot Wheels YouTube? What would you like to see more as a viewer? Are there some great channels that I haven't checked out that I need to check out? Let me know down below. But until next time, thanks so much for your time and take care, everyone. Bye-bye.